If you're dreaming of owning the perfect home in Greece, stop scrolling. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what makes a Greek home perfect based on original research, not just guesswork. Let's go. You might think that the perfect home in Greece is about the views, the size, or even how close you are to the beach, right? Not quite. We analyzed data from a survey with over 600 home searchers like you. We asked some questions, and the answers we found might surprise you. So if you're buying a home in Greece or just dreaming about it, this is some stuff you need to know. Our research found that the majority of people prioritize what? Practicality. What does that mean? You want to be close to amenities, stable internet, and being close enough to essentials, shops, healthcare, everything you need in your day-to-day life. Because guess what? You could have the perfect beach next to you, but that doesn't matter if you're stuck driving 45 minutes for a loaf of bread. What was the top location voted for in our research? Crete. This was not a surprise to us because Crete has the longest summer season in Greece, about 1,000 kilometers of coastline, and it's easily accessible, 3 international airports. Besides the island of Crete, the Ionian Islands are also among the most popular places to buy a home in Greece. Corfu and Lefkada among them. Next on the list, you have the Aegean Islands, so Rhodes and Samos, and finally the Peloponnese Peninsula in the south. Here's something that will surprise you from the research. Only half of buyers are snapping up homes for vacations. Think second homes, family retreats, or other leisure time. 30%, they're all in. Greece is going to become their primary residence. And for about 15% of people, it's about investing. For the ROI, for example, they see the Greek market is heating up and they want to play the long game to invest in a property. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. What about the most popular type of house? Standalone houses and villas. These are the most popular. With both of those, you have privacy and luxury. Plus you have a growing demand for eco-friendly features, solar panels, energy efficiency, green roofs, and the like. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. What do people actually want in their home? Space, specifically outdoor space. We're talking big terraces for dining and relaxing. Actually, terraces rank higher than sea views, mountain views, pools, and gardens on your priority list. So buyers aren't just looking for a home, they want an outdoor lifestyle. But almost 50% of people did say that having a stunning sea view was important. In general, for most people, a Greek home is about that lifestyle. You want to wake up to a view, spend time outdoors, and having this perfect home balances the emotional part with practical things. And when you get both, you don't just have this nice house, you have a dream life as well. If you want to dive deeper into this research, I've got you covered. A link to the full report can be found in the description below. And if you're serious about finding your dream home, let's talk further. So, how exactly do you find the home that's right for you? Here's the process we'd recommend for you based on what hundreds of other home searchers in Greece have already done. Step 1, decide why you're buying. Is this your dream vacation home? Is it an investment for rental income? Maybe you want to retire there. There's 3 categories you can fall into. 1, primary residence buyers. 2, you're buying it as a second home. And 3, you're using it as an investment. If you're buying it as a primary home, you're probably looking to move there. It's your primary residence. You're focused on finding a home that fits your budget and meets your needs. You may already have access to financing or enough savings to make this purchase. So naturally, one of your biggest priorities will be the price. Beyond that, you're probably thinking about proximity to things you do in your day-to-day life. Workplace, schools, medical offices, other essentials, because you'll be living there. The second category you might fall into is second home buyer. In this case, you want to buy a second home. Your primary residence somewhere else, probably another city or country, likely. You already spend most of your time there, but this home in Greece is somewhere to relax, get away from your day-to-day life, escape with family, and the like. When it comes to your search, we recommend visiting Greece and seeing what areas you like. Explore. Where do you feel most at home? Where do you enjoy having a vacation? If a trip isn't possible for you right now and you can't go to Greece, which we understand, think about other vacations you've had that are memorable in the past. Imagine that dream vacation, a place where you want to return to over and over again, and let that guide your criteria. Maybe you want somewhere more quiet, or perhaps you like a lively cosmopolitan area. Maybe you want to be close to the beach, or you want to be somewhere more private. That's up to you. Pick what matters most to you. Also, research some locations online, and we recommend checking out our video on the best islands to retire on in Greece. And there we'll dive into a select list of options. Finally, the third category is if you're a buy-to-let investor. That means you're focused on purchasing property to generate revenue. That's your main goal. You might not even live there at all, but you expect it to provide rental income while also appreciating in value over time. These homes are usually compact, 3 bedrooms, and they're ready for tenants without needing big renovations. In this case, you want a secure, low-maintenance investment that begins earning income as soon as possible. And if you're targeting wealthier clients, you might also want to look into new developments or larger properties. These will have more potential for high returns. You might also be looking for the best of both worlds. That's fine too. Most of our buyers fall into the same camp. Maybe you want a second home that doubles as a vacation retreat, and it also can be an investment for you. Maybe you want a dreamy getaway spot and you want to enjoy it with your family a few times a year, but you also want to rent it out. It depends. Many of our buyers fall into the same category. You want a second home that doubles both as a vacation retreat and as a smart investment. Maybe you're dreaming of a getaway spot to enjoy with your family a few times a year, but you also want to rent it out. That's okay too, because you might want to help cover the costs and even generate some income. While rental potential is important, don't forget to choose a place that truly speaks to you. Are you enchanted by the beauty of Corfu? Maybe Crete holds a special place in your heart? Pick somewhere that feels like home to you, where you want to return time after time. At the same time, think about what your future tenants might look for if you want to rent it out. For example, does it have accessibility, proximity to the beach? Does it have amenities nearby, a swimming pool? Those are always in demand. And does it make it convenient for both you and your guests? Try to find a property that's within 1 to 2 hours of an international airport. So travel time will be short and there's an appeal of your property to renters. Now that we've established your priorities, we come to step 2, searching for homes. What is that process like? You have a couple of options in this case. You can search online yourself or you can get help from an agent. The general website for Greek properties is called Spitogatos, and it offers an English version. Keep in mind that it's a platform where anyone can post listings, anyone. So the accuracy can vary. If you want a cleaner picture of the market, try working with a local agent. They'll be a better resource for you and will help you navigate the true value of properties. If you want to find a selection of properties, you can find it on our website. We've added the link below, and these reflect current market trends. Reflect homes that are in demand right now. Step 3, you now know your priorities. You have an idea what homes are available. Now it's time for step 3 to actually see them. How does that work? It's not a requirement to go and see the property in person before buying, and one alternative is a virtual viewing. However, we recommend going to see the property. If possible, this is important because how you feel in the property is an important consideration, especially if you plan to spend a lot of time there. Physically be there. Get a feel of the surroundings, the conditions, and the amenities. We also recommend taking time to just sit in the home. This is all you should hear. Silence. That way you can make sure that it doesn't just check the boxes you want for the perfect home, but it also feels comfortable to live and exist in that space. And if you need more tips on viewing trips, you can find a link to our full guide for viewing trips in the comments. That's it. Thanks for watching. Those are our 3 tips for finding the right home in Greece for you. And if you want to watch more Greek real estate videos, click here. Thanks for watching and see you next time.